Do something that, to my thinking, is very strange, very unusual, and I'd like to say I understand it. I don't understand it all, but basically, I'm just going to do this, and whatever happens, happens. So what is it I'm going to do? I'm going to do Ezekiel chapter 4, guys. So, you, son of man, take a tile and lay it before you. Guys, a tile is a brick or a piece of pavement. I have a piece of pavement here, and I'm laying it before me. Upon it, and portray upon it the city of Jerusalem. Remember how I drew for you guys New Jerusalem? Well, view as you were, this is the New Jerusalem I've drawn for you. And lay siege against it, and build a fort against it, and cast a mount against it, and set a camp against it, and set battering rams. So this is New Jerusalem, and here's our battering ram. So a battering ram is coming against the city. Alright? Moreover, take unto you an iron pan. So we have here an iron pan. And set it for a wall of iron between you and the city. So if we put the city inside the iron pan, and remember the iron pan is the wall between you and the city, and set your face against it, and it shall be besieged. Okay? So we're besieging the wall. Okay? And it shall be besieged, and you shall lay a siege against it, and this shall be a sign to the house of Israel. So guys, remember I showed you that the wall is on the outside of the city, and there are two people groups. Guys, if you want to be part of the elect, you have to pay very, very close attention to all the symbolism in this prophecy that God is doing to Ezekiel. Okay? Now, I'm doing it as well. These things are literal. I'm literally doing them. I'm literally doing this to assign to you of what's going to happen in your life. So, remember the city is, inside. So, in this example, the wall's on the outside of the city. So, guys, what that means is if you want to be the elect, you have to protect. You have to be the wall of protection to people, to the great multitude. And you have to protect them against what's going to happen in the end times, okay? That's what this means, is that there's a great multitude, and then you're the wall on the outside, and you're going to have to protect them. Now, guys, they're going to go through terrible judgments, but so are you. That's what this is, because remember, the battering ram hits the city, and it hits the wall, okay? Now, the wall is first because they're first fruits, okay? So what's going to happen, if you really want to be the elect, you really want to make it, things are going to happen to you first. And then they're going to happen to a lot of other people later, okay? And then he said, lie on your left side. So I'm going to lie on my left side. Here we go. And let's see what it says. Lie on your left side, and lay the iniquity of the house of Israel upon it, according to the number of days that you shall lie upon it, you shall bear their iniquity. Okay? For I have laid the iniquity of the years of their iniquity according to the number of the days, 390 days. So shall thou bear the iniquity of the house of Israel. Remember I showed you the 390 days. Well, that's the left side. Okay, then you, when you have accomplished them, lie again on your right side, and you shall bear the iniquity for the house of Judah. So now I'm lying on my right side. Okay, now for the house of Judah, and that's 40 days. Okay, and I have appointed thee a day for a year. Now here we consider, guys, that these intervals are actually literal days. In the last before they were years, and there are other prophecies about the years I may get into later, but these are literal days, and I'll have to get into later what those days are. Therefore you shall set your face towards the siege of Jerusalem. Thine arm shall be uncovered. So arms are uncovered here. and you shall prophesy against it. Now, guys, I'm prophesying this to you in preparation, okay, to what's going to happen in your life. And then he says, behold, I will lay bands on you, and thou shalt not turn from one side to another until you have ended the days of your siege. So he's going to set bands to position both the left side and the right side to accomplish the days. Now, guys, remember before I told you I'm doing all this stuff prophetically and symbolically about how I had $40, right? Remember, I have $40, okay? Now, you can see I put a 20 here, and I'm going to explain what, you know, the other 20 here, what it means, okay? And thou shalt also unto thee, thou shalt also take unto thee wheat, barley, beans, lentils, millet, fitches, and put them in one vessel. So, guys, in one vessel here, I have lentil beans, I have red kidney beans, and rice. Okay, now in one vessel. Okay, and make bread thereof according to the number of days that shall lie on thy side. 390 days you shall eat. So so this is gonna make, you know, one thing. Now we also have here what I also got was oats. And also cream of wheat, okay? And thy meat which you shall eat shall be by weight in 20 shekels a day. So remember, so what I did, guys, is I took the other 20 and I went and I bought this food, okay? And it cost me $18.65, okay? I have a couple other things here I want to point out. I do have coffee, and I do have other spices, and I want to mention the cumin because this relates, what I'm doing here relates to weighing things and measuring them as to the horse rider. I'll get into it later what it means, guys, but I'm showing you that the shekels that Ezekiel's talking about in this example relate to US dollars, okay? All right. From time to time you shall eat it, and you shall also drink water by measure. A sixth part of a hin from time to time you shall drink it. So all these things, guys, I have to do by measure. Now here's water, and it says sixth part of a hin. I don't have that confirmed exactly, but a hin is a measurement, a liquid measurement, and this is water by measure, okay? And again, the things we're doing here is I'm going to have to make all this together as one thing and eat it by measure. The only other thing different than the prophecy I have is coffee, because I have coffee with the Lord every morning. And thou shalt eat barley cakes, and you shall bake it with the dung that comes out of a man in their sight. Now, the Lord isn't telling me to eat human dung or cow dung in this example, guys. But what this is I'm doing this because this is going to happen to people. People are going to have to eat bread by astonishment, eat rations. Now for us, if you want to be a forerunner, you're in the military. In the military, you eat your food by rations. So this is rations. This is all training, guys, for what God is teaching us, okay? And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I drive them. Then said I, Lord, behold, my soul has not been polluted from my youth up till now. I have not eaten that which dies of itself, is torn in pieces, either of their abomination of flesh come to my mouth. And he said, lo, I have given thee cow's dung, for man's dung you shall prepare bread wherein. Moreover, he said to me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight. And again, this is all going to have to be measured by weights, and with care. And they shall drink water by measure, and with astonishment. Guys, people are going to go through terrible things. The Great Tribulation is on the way. But guys, for you, I'm not saying you have to do this. This is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's a city. and there's a wall. If you want to be part of the wall, it's a special group, okay? And you want to protect the city, okay? So you have to go through things and judgments that other people will have to go through much worse, okay? But you know, you got, you know, by the time I record this, you only got, you know, a little over a year to get ready for the Lord, guys. You know, the 390 days begins in the 6th month and the 15th day. Now, the 40 days would appear to be before that, okay? I'll have to get into that once I get more clarity. But guys, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing all this stuff. I'm measuring food. I have $20 that I purchased this year. And it was 1865. 1865 was the Civil War. It was the year of Jubilee. This is the year of Jubilee, 150 years later. And that's what this is, guys, okay? So I don't really know what to say other than this is what I'm doing. I'm displaying this on online to show the people about the doing this by 20 shekels or 20 US dollars, and I don't know how long this will last me or what's going to happen next, but I just obey this stuff, guys, okay? All right, more later.